So now, what do you have? Is it like a cold kind of?
I have no idea. My nose started leaking the other night, and yeah, I just like my energy's been real low, and yeah, it wasn't good. On Saturday night, I didn't feel good, and then Sunday I felt terrible, and then Monday I felt awful. Tuesday I didn't feel too good yesterday either, and then today I felt a little bit better. Like I made myself go to strength and conditioning yesterday, but yesterday thankfully was a recovery day.
Oh, so you
So
still are working out when you're sick?
no. There's no working out. Yesterday was your recovery day. The only reason I went to the class was because the Coach Lisa, said if you're going to come in tomorrow, be sure to bring your foam rollers. So everybody brought their foam rollers, and so it was a nice class of just lying there and rolling out our entire bodies over 45 minutes of foam rolling.
Well, that does sound actually kind of relaxing and nice.
Yeah,
You know,
and one of my fans sent me one of these things for the muscles.
What does that do? It looks like something from Star Trek.
Yeah, apparently it's some sort of back massage.
It looks like a phaser. Okay, so
Yeah.
you put it on and it applies pressure, or is that what's going on?
Yeah. It's supposed to if it turns on, but I guess it's not turning on now. Maybe I broke it, but yeah. Fucking hell.
You broke it
Already.
Oh man. Okay, it's kind of like when I gave you that stem cell cream that was really expensive, and you claim that the bottle was broken, but I think you just couldn't get it out.
Yeah, no, I sent it back to you because it was a broken bottle, and
no,
you said
I know. I was giving you a hard time.
I had to send it back to you. You're right, because I had to send it back to you because it was so expensive.
Well, it was expensive.
Now look, it's got a light on. I didn't break it.
Oh, demonstrate it. Show me on your arm how you do it.
Right. So, okay. So now it's vibrating like that. Like you women would love
vibrating.
This, right? and then I just put it on. There's my front deltoid. There's the inside of my bicep. And then I put it on the side of my shoulder, the lateral deltoid. And then I put it all over my legs. I use it a lot on my legs, my quads, my calves, my hamstrings, my glutes.
It actually looks relaxing, yeah. Helpful.
Yeah.
Can you adjust the pressure on it?
It has 3 levels, and then you can take this thing out as well, which is like a bullet. So you take that off there, you put this on in, and then you go on in. And this is how you get real deep.
That kind of looks like something else now, like a micro penis.
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. Broads love vibrating things. I had sex with a girl there on Friday night, and like I was sweating. She was sweating. It was a good 40-minute. It was a solid session, you know. Okay. And then at the end of it, she goes, "Oh, can you oh no, what did she say? She started off by saying, "I'm still horny."
Finish off.
And I was like, well, I wasn't even gonna smoke a joint or have anything to eat. I was like just gonna catch my breath and go to fuck to sleep. Like I was like, I thought I had hit a home run, you know. That was a solid like, here, there you go, girl. The end of the week, God bless you. That's the Celtic Iron for you right there. Award-winning male talent coming at you Friday night. You got the best out of me, sweetheart. And
then she let you down.
And then she's like, I'm still horny. And I'm like, all right, cool. And she's like, oh no, I just need you. I was like, fuck, am I gonna? I was just sitting there in silence. What was it? Paralyzed in silence, thinking of what to do. And she goes, oh no, you don't have to keep fucking me, or go down on me. I just need you to rub my pussy with your fingers. And I was like, all right, that was a very detailed description of what.
Well, let me tell you. No, I like this. So let me tell you a few things from the female perspective here, and this might be more appropriate to put in one of our sex education videos. But
I know I'm not gonna like this, but yeah.
No. It's not bad. It's not bad. I was gonna say that whoever that woman was, that's great that she told you that, because you can count on the fact going forward that you're always gonna know if you're doing some. Oh, my mom's leaving. No, we're about to get on a different subject. Okay. Well, okay.
I know. Trump 2024, Mama. I know.
He just said Trump 2024. Well, she's not really big into politics, though. You could.
God bless you.
Oh wait, hold on, just a second.
No, we kicked something off here. Oh, I can't hear you now. Your sound's gone. Did you mute yourself intentionally?
was just
I
telling
can't
my
hear you. All right.
I was just telling my mom that we weren't talking about probably what she thought we were talking about. She says she doesn't know. It's all good. Okay, well, anyway, so let me continue.
They're all going to hell, Mom. Don't worry. They're all going to hell.
No, but let me tell you. So what's awesome about that is that you know that you're with a girl who you can always count on to tell you like what's going on in her head, or I mean, in terms of like whether she's liking something or not. Whereas, let me tell you, there are a lot of women, and this is not a knock against your sexual performance, but there are a lot of women.
Felt like it.
No. Listen, there are a lot of women who will not tell you, and will just act like, and this is for any man in general, I'm not talking about you, but who will not tell you and will act like it was all great, and far more than you'd probably like to think, right? And so what I'm saying is it's actually good. Like, I think if I were a man, I'd want to be with someone where I know exactly, like, okay, did she like that? Didn't she? She's going to tell me exactly what she wants. Like, I think that's a really healthy foundation for a good sex life. And I will say one more thing too, is that, as you know, women's sexuality, it's a lot trickier than men's, in the sense that, unless a guy has a problem, it's dependable that he's going to have a pretty easy time getting where he's going, right? Women, though, not all, but a lot of women, it doesn't matter sometimes how amazing a man is in bed or whatever. A lot of women can have maybe just a very specific way that they have to be touched that will get them there, and it's not a matter of talent or skill. It just is a matter of like individuality. And so I actually think it's great that she knows exactly what she needs, and she tells you that. And look, let me say one more thing. For most women, and I think this is true for a lot of men too, but like for a lot of people, the experience of sex is about way more than just getting off. And so if you can have a great sexual experience, but the only thing that's missing is like she can't quite get there, and she knows how to tell you at the end how to do it, I think that's great. So that's my little blurb for female sexuality there. And I'm just telling you, you don't have anything to worry about. You should probably go out on a date with that woman again, actually.
Oh no, we've been on many dates together. Yeah.
Well, good. Why is there an extreme close up on your face right now? Hold on, let me just make the StreamYard different. There we go.
That's what the people want. All right. And one thing I've learned in this life is you give the people what they want.
Well, maybe I
only wish I'd put on me face creams. I should have done me face creams before doing this.
Well, it's looking like it's a little dark though. It's looking like a hostage video. Can we expand it just a little bit?
Maybe we're a little too close.
We're a little like.
All right, that's closer. It's closer. Hang on. Let's go all the way in. How deep can we go? How deep is your love? Can you see me pores? Hang on. All right, let's.
I can see freckles.
All right. That's what those are. All right, here we go. You can see my new pole. How's that? What is that for?
Are you doing pole stripping?
No. I allow girls to come here and practice.
Oh, you allow.
I'm a humanitarian. I'm a man of the people. All right, and just the girls in the local community, they live in smaller apartments than me. So just me being a nice guy to help them and accommodate them and their rehearsals. This is their livelihoods. All right. So I want them to do the best job. Anything I can do to help support that, I do. So. Yeah, I got a pole, and I just the girls come and they do their polling and they leave.
Well, I think that sounds like some great YouTube content, because you can't put the sex content on YouTube, but you can. I've seen a lot of it. You can put the pole dancing, and so maybe that could be something too. That and if you know any women who are really good at it, like you could even create a channel.
They're all teachers. Every woman that I know that does it, they all fancy themselves as a teacher. Well, they're like all teaching.
Same with yoga people.
Yeah, well,
like
I don't know about yoga. Yeah, no. Like, I'm wise enough to be like, no. You don't want to get taught yoga by me, okay? Like, it's not that being taught yoga by me isn't the yoga experience that I'd want the yoga experience to be. I would want the yoga experience to be that which I've experienced in yoga classes.
Now, why is your image now far away? Can you not you're like Goldilocks or whatever, was it Goldilocks in the 3-bed? No, you were
just talking about women's sexuality there a minute ago, and now you're fine. You're doubling down on this thing. I think it's important for a woman to be able to tell a man.
That's right. I'm telling you what needs to be done right now.
I know you are. I get that. I'm all on. I'm well aware of that. I'm aware of that.
Oh man, this is going to be a fun thing to put up. We got a good thing going right now. So let's talk about the serious topic that we.
I don't get to finish the traumas. I don't get to.
Oh wait, what were you complaining about? It got boring. Yeah, exactly. What were you talking about?
I'm sorry if I could get a fucking word in edgeways with you. Okay, somebody had our coffee this morning, Oh
Hey,
yeah.
somebody, let me interrupt you again and say today when I was doing the Sean Atwood show, I was doing an interview and it was someone filling in for him. But anyway, um, I knew I only had 30 minutes and I knew that this was a big day with the Manson settlement stuff. And so I had my points that I just had to make. And so I just basically like ran over the guy for 30 minutes. And at the end of the stream, like toward the end of the stream, I saw people commenting. They were like trying to analyze if my jaw was clenching because they thought I was on speed.
No, she's not on speed. Her husband's in the military. He gets her all sorts of pharmaceuticals, but she's very well connected with the coke scene. She's got weight on the street, is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay,
Weight.
and she's got the backup of Fort Lauderdale, or no, wait, not Fort Lauderdale, whatever it is, the Texas one, the big one, Fort Worth. I think that's the one. They defended them against the Mexicans in the 1600s. There you go, and they won.
Yes, so I do. Yeah, I have a lot of weight on the street. I like that, a lot of weight. Okay, I'm gonna let you finish your story, and I'm not gonna speak. All right.
Oh
so
no, just
go.
yeah, it was like I thought it was a great sex session, and then I was very not sternly, very not sternly, firmly. That's the word. Firmly requested to continue and not go to sleep yet. So yeah, it took a little longer to get it out, but literally it took a while. It took a long time, I gotta say. And like to the point where I was just when I was starting to be like, yo, this is taking, my wrist is gonna cramp out at some point. I'm just saying, all right, for Christ. I'm gonna need a banana, all right? There's some coconut water, for Christ. And she goes, I'm close, just keep going. I was like, all right, I am starting a timer. And so, yeah, it was a whole thing. But the demons were vexated, for Christ's sakes. The police turned up 20 minutes later. The neighbors clearly thought somebody was being murdered.
The police turned up? Oh, you're just kidding now. You're just telling me. Really?
Oh yeah, no. But there was there was neighbors asking the next day. I was outside smoking a joint on the road. This is up in Mulholland Drive, okay? So all the houses, yes, they're all beautiful and have great views and are very expensive, $1 million homes, but everybody can hear everything. So we can hear kids playing 3 doors up on the other side of the street, okay? And that's nice. I don't mind it, Rich people
but they can hear you.
Rich people sleep in. I guess it's all the Ambien they take or something, but they have no problem with their kids screaming in their bedroom windows at 6:30 a.m. Once the sun comes up, those little fucks get up and they're on, baby. They know where the Coca-Cola is. They know they like chocolate. But yeah, so they can all hear us. Like, and this girl, she does this therapy stuff where it's some sort of vocal therapy. You would know about this, okay, because of your degrees. And yeah, she when she's hurt, she's really loud. When she's climaxing, she's really loud. Anything that like excites her or frightens her, she gets really loud. It's like it's some sort of primal therapy.
I've heard of that actually before. Yes. Yeah. Yes. So you know someone who practiced that and promoted it. Did you ever watch the Netflix documentary called Wild Wild Country about this huge cult?
Sex people. Yeah.
Yeah, it was this huge cult that took over a town in Oregon, and we're talking like thousands of people. And anyway, and one of the things that freaks people out in Oregon is that before this group came in, there was a documentary about this group, and it played at a local movie theater in this town where these people were moving in. And one of the things it showed was them doing this an exercise in this primal screaming, and they were also naked and they were pushing each other. She may not do that, but so they were like in a room and they were just like screaming and pushing each other and stuff, and it was naked. It was interesting.
No, this same woman, she talks about empowerment, women's empowerment and spiritual empowerment and emotional strength and all this, is the same person that, now obviously the relationship I imagine is going to be over if she ever sees it. But she maybe not, but she's the same woman that I took to a yoga class and she walked out of it because she felt overwhelmed. So I mean, I like this woman. I feel I've seen people get into fights with yoga instructors in this town in Los Angeles. I've seen people get into arguments, shouting matches, and teachers engage with the students that are shouting at them. I've never seen anybody walk out of a yoga class because they felt overwhelmed.
I have to tell you, the more you tell me about this woman, the more I like her, because I actually find, I never thought about it before, but I think I find yoga overwhelming too. You know what's overwhelming about it is having to do all these boring ass moves and just hold these positions forever. It's like,
Exactly. Exactly. So all you have to do is
It's overwhelming.
breathe and follow the teacher.
No, that's overwhelming.
We're not doing coordinate. It's not choreography. It's not dance choreography.
It's
We're not
just
doing
so
a light
like
shuffle.
boring.
Oh, fuck that.
I would get along
Focus
well
on
with
your
her.
breath. Oh, God.
I do need to. Well, it is sad too that I find it boring because I know that it's so good for you, and I know that it helps with all kinds of like ailments and back pain and everything. So it's good that it's definitely good that you do it. But let us get to the topic at hand. All right. So Esme Bianco, one of the Marilyn Manson accusers, she sued Marilyn Manson. Oh gosh, a year and a half or a couple of years ago, she sued him for $10 million. And
like she ever earned anything close to that.
And so that was for, you know, she alleged all of the things that these women are alleging. Assault.
He gave her candy.
He gave her candy. Well,
he shoved it down her throat.
They need to add that to the list. Well, you know, one of them did say that I believe that he shoved drugs down her throat. He's like trying to put it in her mouth. She's no, but Esme Bianco accused him of all this stuff. You know, I'm not even going to list it, but all but Amber Heard type stuff, right? And
she was particularly egregious. Esme Bianco was I've been pissing on British people all day, all right, or English people. I gotta call them English people, but I don't like the way they call themselves British. But she's the British actress, right? As she describes herself, she's from England. Yeah, her claims against Manson, I can't remember the exact details of it, but I do remember they were offensively outlandish. And like she was saying, she was whipped. She was like she was the one that had like photos, and the photos were clearly of indentations of rope.
Yeah. So actually, since you bring that up, a few things before we even get into the news today. So she claims all of these different types of outrageous abuse. And then also she was the one, remember, who claims that she was trafficked by Manson because he allowed her to come over to the U.S. and stay. He flew her over. He gave her a place to live, sponsored her visa, and she claims that was trafficking.
Sponsored her fucking visa to these United States of America. I have an idea, but like, it was so difficult to get a fucking visa to this country and then to keep the visa, and like just the level. It took me 5 years of having boots on the ground here, working my ass off. It took me nearly 6 years before I was like, fuck it. Like I stopped caring. You know, it was just like once the Trump administration was in and the whole thing was brought to like a standstill, it was like, oh, it's not about being approved anymore. I've been approved. Fantastic. You just have to wait to get your papers in the mail now. For her to have gotten a man that she was sleeping with, she knows she was sleeping with him. She was in the music video. All he had done, like he brought it to America, man. The place where the acting, the multimedia capital of the world, where she wanted to be. She was with him. She crashed his jet. Like, she's just such an egregious human being. It was wild, man. What a horrible, apprehensible human being.
Absolutely. And all those things that you're saying, you know, probably a lot of people don't even know this, but yeah, she went on a drunken joyride with Marilyn Manson's assistant at the time. And this assistant was the person who would end up turning on him and turning over all this contact information that he had of different women to the conspirators. But anyway, she went on this drunken joyride. They stole his car, his Jaguar, wrecked it. Right. And he sponsored her for her visa. He let her live with him. In no way did he imprison her or anything like that. And she's claiming that she was trafficked. And not only did she claim that she was trafficked, but she got involved in this, you know, anti-trafficking, anti-sexual assault movement. And she was one of the ones who was involved in the Phoenix Act and testified, you know, in her black and white Puritan costume. She testified before the California Assembly, and then she even wrote poetry about her ordeal with Manson. She did poetry readings in Los Angeles. I saw her advertising.
Oh, fuck, I would have gone to that. Why couldn't I go to that? Well,
you know what? From now on, she hasn't done this in a while, but from now on, if there's stuff going on in LA like that, like you're going to start going